Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul, and you know, today I watched a video. It just came up on my feed. Britain's best burger. Britain, I feel really bad for you. I really do, because what I've seen, if that's what you call your best burger, man, I really feel for you.
Chef Amy's here too.
We got Chef Amy here. So before we begin, let's hit the like, share, subscribe button. I've got about half a sweet potato cut up, washed and cut up, and there is, I'm not peeling it because Amy suffers from low blood iron. So,
Anemia.
So I'm just going to spray a little bit of spray on that. And we're going to make a burger today. We're going to make Poul's Burger. I haven't given it a name yet. A touch of death burger. I love my nicknames on chat are always about that. I don't know why. It's always been that way. I've never gotten rid of it. So I'm just going to season this with a lot of pepper. And I've got my air fryer heating up. I'm going to put some paprika on here. And I think that's about it. So I'm just going to take my fork and mix this up here. And wait for the air fryer to get ready. Now I'm going to turn this on here, and I'm going to put this on to 5. And we're going to make my burger. You already see me make my Big Mac sauce. You watched me make my red relish, and this is going to be great. Now I have to find where the burgers are. Oh, back here? Oh yes, right here. And we're going to use some Havarti cheese. So I've got the this heating up, and I'm just going to put some olive oil because I just want this to be get a nice little coating so nothing sticks. And it's really important when you're making burgers. You want to make sure that that they're not sticking to your pan, because that can be a real pain, really, really bad. So this is going to be really, really easy meal to make. The only thing that would make this better, if you had a barbecue and you had corn on the cob. I'm not a fan myself because I just had too many circumstances where there's bugs inside, so it kind of turned me off on it. I don't like that. Now, what we're using for burgers, we got this out of the grocery store. They're pre-made, and I'm usually not the guy to buy pre-made burgers. I like making my own. But if you're in the Halifax region, you go to the superstore, there's a lady named Diane. She makes these by hand for you, and I'm telling you, she does a really killer job. So I trust Diane when she tells me she's made me the best burger in town. Let me tell you, it's the best burger in town. We're only cooking after where Amy's going to take this out, and she's going to wrap and then
freeze it.
Wrap it, then put it in Tupperware, and we're going to freeze it. We'll have it another day. I can tease that Amy has a mouth that never ends, and mostly she does, but she's not that big of a eater. I say a lot of things. Now, if you take me serious, you're going to have problems. Amy does have a big mouth when it comes to certain things. However, with that being said, she's not that bad. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put very carefully on there. I move this out of the way because, again, Amy's got to wrap each one.
Yeah.
And then put it in Tupperwares to save that. Now, what are we going to do next? We're going to put some pepper on it, of course.
Because we always use pepper.
We like pepper. I'm not going to put anything else on there because, honestly, when we eat this burger, I want to taste the meat. And these are pretty big, meaty burgers. Now, another thing, too. Get some brioche buns. Get some potato buns. Get some real buns here, guys. Now I'm going to put some onion on top of this. This will cook right along with our burger.
Mmm.
That's going to taste really good. Now, when you're cooking this too, it's all right to give it a little push. A little push is fine. But if you go and you give it a really big push, you're getting rid of all the juices. So don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to cook a couple minutes per side. When we start seeing this starting to go, then we're going to flip. Now, some people are going to say they want to put the cheese on and melt it. I'm not going to do that.
No.
So, we're not going to do that at all. What we're going to do is we're going to let this cook and steam this way for a little while. Then we're going to flip, and we're going to push down. So when we flip, we're going to come back, and you can see exactly what we're going to do. I'm not going to put the cheese over it. Don't think it's necessary. But we're going to take our time. We're not going to rush this. This is going to be a really good meal. But if you rush it, it's not going to be a good meal. It's going to taste bad. So do not push down on your burgers. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. You don't need to do that. So be patient and let that cook. Now, technically, if I had somebody else over like Alex, I could put another burger right there. Big pan,
Yeah.
and that's why you want to use a bigger pan. This way, you're cooking one. Now, you don't have to sit and worry about, you really don't have to sit and worry about, you don't have to worry about, pardon, you don't have to worry about, wasting all your time cooking everything when you could have just done it one go. So just be patient. It'll take a little while, and we're going to only do 2 flips. So we're going to let this cook down. I don't want this fully cooked. I don't want it to be like a steak either. We don't want it to be chewy. I want medium. Medium should be good. A little more than medium, but no less than medium. You want it to have a nice taste. You want it to have a nice crust. But, so let's hit that like, share, subscribe button, and we'll be back. Welcome back. So these are starting to get really, really good. So they're looking like they're coming along. Now I'm going to take one spatula, hold off the top here, because we're going to try to flip this without losing all the onions. Oh. Which I failed at. But that's fine. Alright, so this is pretty much good to go here. Now we're just going to finish cooking.
We have to put the potatoes in too.
Is that ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's ready. So Amy's just going to film that for a second. Now when you put stuff in the air fryer, you want to make sure you set it level so that they all have space.
Yeah.
And not overlapping, because if you don't, then everything's going to be a real big pain. Now how do these burgers look, Amy?
Really good.
So I think I'm just going to take these onions out because they look like they're good enough anyways. Now here's the thing with these burgers. When they're out, we're going to let them cool for a little bit. Because you do not ever want to have, you don't ever want to have your burgers just out of the frying pan into a bun. that would be really, really bad. It would be really, really bad. So what we're going to do is when this is off, we're going to take this right off the heat. We're going to put the burgers onto another plate, and we're going to let them cool for a little bit. Probably long enough to let them catch up with the actual sweet potato fries. Mm. They don't need to be piping hot. They do need to be hot, but they don't need to be piping hot. Because when these finish, you put everything on here and you start eating right away, your mouth's going to get burned. That ain't going to taste good, and that's not going to feel good either. So we're not going to do that. How's this look so far, Amy?
Really good.
All right. So I'm going to let these cook out, and we're going to be back as soon as this part's done, and then we'll show you the next step. Welcome back. So we've burgers are done. We're just waiting for the fries to go. So while we're waiting for that, we're gonna build some burgers.
Yay!
I know Amy's really excited.
Yeah.
So this is our Big Mac sauce. Made that the other day. You can check back in our past videos, and you can see how we did that. So we're gonna put that on the bottom of the bun. I do like to have some sauce in the bun. I just don't like just having ketchup. Ketchup just seems so wrong. You know what I mean? Ketchup is just... I don't like the meat, so I'm gonna just plaster sugar over it. But that's what it feels to me every time somebody just throws a bunch of ketchup over everything. I just don't like it. Alright, so I'm gonna throw some lettuce on here. We're not gonna go too crazy, because if we do that, then we're gonna have a roll around burger all over the place, and that's not good.
No.
So our burgers have been resting, and unfortunately Amy is a little zealous in making sure it's fully cooked and kind of wreck the burgers, but what do? She's touched.
I didn't wreck them.
But the burgers do look really good.
Yeah. I didn't wreck them.
Yeah, you wrecked them.
No.
So now we're going to put on our onions. Already been cooked. Those look really, really good. The reason why you don't want to fully cook your burger the whole way, no matter what Amy wants to have her little opinion about, is when you cook it the whole way, it becomes nice, hard, and solid. And that's not necessarily always good. So, and we got some Havarti for this burger.
Yes,
So
we did.
Havarti's always a really nice choice. So we got some Havarti there. But you know what? I think maybe
2 pieces?
2 pieces might be nice. So, British shop owners are looking for a new burger recipe. I think this is it.
Yeah.
I think this is what you want. This is the burger recipe you've been looking for. Then I'm gonna finish up with 2 slices of pickle.
Mmm.
And there's only one more thing left to do.
Relish. Red relish, which we made.
This is also something we just filmed the other day too.
And made a lot.
Yep. So I mean, sometimes you make your own stuff, you can just make it much better. And we're gonna put this on the bottom button.
Mmm. This burger looks much better than the British one.
Yeah, the so-called best burger in Britain. I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, wow, you guys deserve much better than that.
We can make much better.
You can do so much better, and you deserve so much better, guys.
And apparently it's worth $80.
Yeah, that's what I seen on YouTube. It was kind of blew my mind. But you want to come over and visit Poul's Kitchen? We'll make you a burger.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna cost you $80.
No.
Not even close. We might actually chip in a little bit, coming in as a group, to help out with the expense. But $10. What do you think this burger is actually gonna cost, Amy?
Probably. I don't know. You have to take into account the cost of everything. 20.
Cost of everything, I would say it probably, with materials, probably $10.
10 each.
$10, $15 each. If I'm counting time, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's a really good burger. It doesn't take much to do.
No.
It's really easy. It's really quick. The only thing we're waiting on now is our fries. And that'll be done momentarily. And you'll see that. You just cut them up, spray them with oil, put your seasoning on, put them in a preheated air fryer for 12 minutes, toss them another 10 minutes, take them out, serve, you're ready to go. When we're ready to go, we'll come back and show you. So we'll be back. Welcome back. So before we go any further, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. We really appreciate your time on that. We have a website, www.poulskitchen.com. Upper right hand corner, you can see our recipes, our cookbooks. You can search for recipes. Good resource. We really appreciate you. And here we go. Here's Poul's Death Burger. Fully fresh. I mean, we've got a brioche bun. You could have toasted this if you want. We don't like toasting it. That's our thing. We don't like melting our cheese over it. We just like it this way, and that's what we like, and that's fine.
But you can melt yours if you want.
You can totally do that. And these are our sweet potato fries. If you want them a little bit more crispier, that's fine. Just leave them in, and you're good to go on that. For serving this, you can use whatever sauce you want. Might use a little ketchup. If you have some chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, mix a little bit of that with your mayonnaise. That works really good too.
Yeah.
So until next time, please hit that like, subscribe button, or Amy's gonna beat me. That's just not. I say a lot of this stuff. If you know who I am, I like to joke around. But please hit the like, share, subscribe button. It does mean a lot for us. Stay safe and have a great day.